Are you suffering from any kind of autoimmune health problem? Health problem like thyroid or a type 1 diabetes or a psoriatic arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis or psoriasis or celiac disease or plenty many more. If you have any of these autoimmune health problems, there can be a very high possibility that your next generation will also have that. Now, when we talk about the next generation autoimmune health problem, one health problem which is very, very dangerous, and that is a type 1 diabetes mellitus. Type 1 diabetes is a condition wherein a person needs a lifelong insulin. Type 1 diabetes in a general population in today's time is just a 5 to 10%. However, as per all the world data, the rate at which type 1 diabetes is growing is a very, very fast. Nearly 3 to 6% increment is seen in a type 1 diabetes onset. And that's the reason why it becomes more important for the people who already have some other autoimmune problem to know a little bit more about that. Because in today's video, I'm going to discuss one such less known fact, which if you know it, you can prevent your future generation from developing a type 1 diabetes. What is that? How it is connected? That's what we are going to see in today's video. Namaste. My name is Dr. Tanvi Mayur Patel. I am an endocrinologist, a hormone specialist doctor from Mumbai, India. Type 1 diabetes. One of the autoimmune health problem wherein a person beta cell who secretes the insulin hormone is getting destroyed. And this destruction happens because there are antibodies which are formed against these insulin hormone. And that's the reason why the individual who have a type 1 diabetes needs insulin injection lifelong. And these injections can go up to 3 to 4 times a day. The people who have a type 1 diabetes or the parents of the type 1 diabetic children understands the gravity and the seriousness of this situation. Every year, type 1 diabetic patient numbers are increasing. And when we discuss about the type 1 diabetes, most of the time the problem lies with the lifestyle as well as certain other factors. Lot of times when the parents come to consult us that why doctor my child got the type 1 diabetes, and that's where we start digging into their family history. And when we ask that do you have any of your family member having a type 1 or any other autoimmune, plenty many times their answer is no. Nearly 85 to 90% of the time people don't have such history. And in spite of having no such history, still their family got someone with a type 1 diabetes. Parents are still in the state of a disbelief. They can't accept the fact that their child got the type 1 diabetes and their child will need insulin injections every day till the child is alive. Believe me, it's a very big news and it is a very shocking news. And parents keep on finding the reason that why my child got it. Well, why your child got it, there could be plenty many reasons, but one such reason about which we are going to discuss in today's video. This topic is about the nutrition given to the child. And the moment we talk about the nutrition, the first person who starts thinking about this is the mother. Plenty many times mother think it is my neglecting, it is my irresponsibility that led my child develop this. Please don't go through that kind of a guilt, okay? But understand the science what it is saying. The topic which I am going to discuss, the topic itself is a quite controversial topic and a debatable topic in the medical science. And this debate is going on since almost 1980s. And one such reason of developing a type 1 diabetes in children is a cow's milk. Yes, I'm sure many of you till now were fine, but the moment they heard the cow milk, you will have your own reservation regarding the further continuing the video. Should I watch this video or is it just a crap? Now, the topic which I'm discussing is not some topic which came out of my mind. This is what is medical science is debating about, and that's what we are going to discuss openly, what science is saying. I'm sure I resonate with you that cow milk is a very good for health, this, that. But being an autoimmune expert, I know how cow milk is connected with the autoimmune health problem. Okay, and that's what we are discussing in today's topic. Lot of research and studies has come up where that the cow milk protein, which is made up of the amino acids. The amino acid sequence of this cow milk protein is very similar to the amino acid sequence present in our human body, HLA. They are an antigen. Okay, so their molecular structure is quite similar. When a child consumes cow milk, okay, the cow milk contains a cow insulin, bovine insulin. And it is this bovine insulin which is foreign for a human body. And that's the reason why human immune system wants to target this bovine insulin. And because of that, the human immune system gets alert, gets triggered. In our human body, we've got two kind of immune system, humoral immune system and cellular immune system. Both of these immune system gets alert, gets triggered. In fact, in few of the studies it is found that this alerted immune system is not only going to give you a type 1 diabetes in future, but it can give you another kind of autoimmune problem called as a celiac disease. Celiac disease is a type of a digestive problem wherein a person cannot tolerate gluten protein which is present in wheat. So a lot of research has come up that say that the triggering of this immune system can develop type 1 diabetes as well as the celiac disease. Okay, not only that, in fact, one study which was conducted in the University of Helsinki in Finland, and in this study it is found that when a child whose age was less than 3 months, when they were given a cow milk, the risk of them getting a type 1 diabetes was very, very high. I'm not saying that every child who will have cow milk will eventually land up into type 1 diabetes. But the risk is definitely high, and the risk further increases if you are already genetically prone for type autoimmune problem, or if your family member is having a type 1 diabetes or other autoimmune health problem. So they clearly indicated that the children below the 3 months of age should not be given a cow milk. However, in this study, they did not tell how frequently during the study was going on, how frequently this child was given the cow milk, what was the dose of the milk given. But the conclusion came out that less than 3 months of age, avoid giving a cow milk. And the best substitute is our human milk. Okay, human milk, the mother's milk, is the best milk, and that we know from generations to generation. Because human body, when they consume external food product, the animal food product which is not meant in our body, it creates an immune system response. Okay, not only that, in recent 2018, there was one study which was conducted in Sweden. Okay, and in Sweden it was found that the number of people who were developing type 1 diabetes were further increasing, and they wanted to know why. And what came out from their study was that when the children consumed the skimmed milk powder, okay, when this milk powder is kept for a long duration of time, that is stored for a long duration of time, or when they were heated, it creates some kind of a glycation end products. And when a child, a neonate, consumes this glycation end product, it creates a gut inflammation, and that gut inflammation can also trigger the immune system and can contribute to type 1 diabetes. So again, that you need to be careful about. Okay. Third point, on another important hypothesis which we came across is that the milk also contains a mycobacterium. Now, mycobacterium are the kind of a bacteria which are very famous for two diseases. One is the tuberculosis or TB, and second one is the leprosy. Mycobacterium, the bacteria per se, is going on, the infections of that is reducing to a larger extent, especially even in a developed countries and in a developing country also. However, the rate at which the diabetes is increasing is quite high. And what they found is that the mycobacterium has a very special kind of a species called as a Mycobacterium avium paratuberculosis, MAP. This MAP causes a disease in the livestock, in the animals, and this disease is called as a John's disease. And John's disease is usually found in these animals whose products are consumed as a food by the human beings. So mainly they fall into the dairy products and the meat-based products. The Mycobacterium avium paratuberculosis, which is actually a bug or a mycobacteria for the animals. However, the human body was also shown positive of such mycobacteria. And then the research came into picture that how human got this bug which was actually meant for the animals. And the answer came out as a food chain. So all the milk, whether it is a raw milk or pasteurized milk, or it is a milk-based products or a meat-based products, through all this food chain, this mycobacteria avium paratuberculosis is entering into humans, and that's where a lot of diabetic people were found to be positive of this mycobacteria. So even that can trigger our immune system, and that can lead us into developing a diabetes and other autoimmune health problem. So definitely cow milk is something which is a controversial and debatable topic. In conclusion, if I want to give you from my own end, then I will advise you that especially if you have a family history of autoimmune problem, please avoid giving cow milk to your child, especially when they are very young, 3 to 6 months of age. The human milk, the mother's milk, is the best milk, and there is definitely no substitute and no alternative for that. Okay. Nowadays, because of many other reasons and the lifestyle, lot of women, they don't want to breastfeed their child. They want to easily end up with maybe the advertisement effect or the personal effect or emotional, whatever reason. They want to give the top milk to the child. Please try to avoid that as much as you can and try to stick to mother's milk. Avoid cow milk so that you can protect your offspring from developing a deadly type 1 diabetes which needs a lifelong attention. And believe me, I'm seeing a lot of type 1 patients, and I know the diagnosis is a very life-changing experience for the entire family, because that small child, 3 or 2 year or 1 year old child, doesn't understand what do I eat, how do I eat. They are child, they want to eat, they want to live the normal life, but every day pricking them 3 to 4 times and taking a child going into low sugar, high sugar, believe me, it's too much mental turmoil for parents, and I'm sure you don't want that. why not to avoid a cow milk, especially for a short period of time? Even if it is a topic of debate, but if I am as a layman person, if I have to understand, I will definitely avoid giving cow milk to the child, especially of that tender age. Okay. I hope after watching this video, you got some good and a useful information. If yes, please click on the like button. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe so that you get more and more health related information. And if you have any of your personal question whose answer you are seeking for, write that in the comment box below. I try to read and answer them as early as I can. We will meet again. Till then, take care of yourself. Namaste.